Hello, everybody. This is Church Girl. Hi. Church Girl is back in the kitchen again today. Hope everyone had a great day today. And I'm thanking God for blessing me to be able to be in the kitchen again. This evening, I'm going to be making some ground Salisbury chicken patties. And I'm going to smother it in gravy. Ground chicken Salisbury patties. We don't eat a lot of pork. I usually make it with ground turkey, but today I'm going to be using ground chicken. I've used this recipe before, and they're very, very good. Ground chicken Salisbury patties today. And I'm also going to be making some, smothering some red potatoes with one large regular potato here, Idaho potato. Because remember I told you, if you have your vegetables and you notice you don't have but a few more days to use them before you lose them, always try to use your food. If you cook it up, you can eat it another day so you don't have to throw it out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to smother these potatoes down in onion and garlic. And I'm going to have them ready to eat another day. And I'm also going to be baking me two nice sized sweet white potatoes. They're very, very sweet. These are called Chinese Japanese white potatoes. They're very, very sweet, and I love baked potatoes. So I'm going to put a little bit, tiny bit of oil on these and get these straight over in the oven and roast them, bake them, and they're going to be very, very good. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. In my, in this ground chicken, here's my ground chicken breast here that I'm going to be making my Salisbury patties from. I'm going to be using, I wash my sweet potato here, and I go ahead and I rub a thin layer of oil on my sweet potato before I put them in the oven. I put just a tiny, tiny, tiny thin layer of oil on my sweet potato before I put them in the oven. These are Chinese, Japanese white sweet potatoes. I have the oil on them now. I'm going to get them straight over in the oven. And I'm going to come back and go ahead and get my patties all ready. And then I'll be back. Okay. This is my ground chicken here. I'm going to make the Salisbury patties out of. I already chopped up my onion. Now I'm going to go in and add just a tiny bit of original Creole seasoning. It's a spice. It has salt in it. So this is where I'm getting my salt from. And now I'm going to add some onion powder. A tiny bit of onion powder. Just like so. To that ground chicken. And I'm also going to go in and add some seafood spectacular, which is good for your poultry and your seafood. This is called seafood spectacular. I put it on all of my meats. Last but not least, I'm going to put in a little minced garlic, tiny little bit of minced garlic. I love dry minced garlic. It has a very good flavor to it. And now I'm going to go in and add some fresh ground black pepper. You all know I love my fresh peppers. If you can eat fresh, I always try to encourage everybody to eat as fresh as possible. After this, I'm going to add one egg. I'm going to go ahead and add one egg to this mixture here, to my ground chicken. Now, usually I break this egg in a bowl, but since I know these eggs is freshly bought, that's a good one. But always crack your egg in another bowl just in case that egg is bad. You won't mess up your ingredients. You have to throw it all out if the egg is bad. Then I go in and I mix all of this up together just like so. Just like so. And I'm going to add just a pinch. A really small, tiny, tiny pinch of flour. I don't always do that, but this time, that's what I'm going to do. When I cook, I usually change my recipes up sometime right on a whim. I never put an egg in my chicken patties before, but this time I did because I wanted to change up the recipe a little bit. Now I'm going to go in. I'm not going to measure my flour. I'm just going to eyeball it. I only want just a tiny bit. That's enough. Now I'm going to mix all this up together. And I have my oil over here getting hot. And I'm going to bring you back once I get these over in that my hot oil. I'm going to bring you back when I get them in the hot oil. I'm going to make Salisbury chicken patties. I'm going to smother it in gravy. Okay, I'm back. I want you to see how I place my Salisbury chicken down in this hot grease here. I have them all in there, and I want you to see how I do it. I usually scoop up some on my wooden spoon here, and then I pat it down, make a little patty out of it on the spoon. That way my hand won't get all sticky. Then I just slide it right over into the hot oil. That's how I do it. I want to show you exactly how I do it. I slide it right over in the hot oil. Then I take the back of my spatula and just kind of smooth it out a little bit, or pat it down a little bit to the thickness that I like. That's how I place my patties in the hot oil. Then I turn it on medium high. Doesn't take chicken patties long to cook, but as I always said, when you put your patties or whatever you're frying in your frying pan, don't start messing with it or you'll tear it up, because right away you cannot move it. But once it turns brown, it'll automatically pull away from the oil and it'll be very easy to turn. I'm going to let these get nice and golden brown on one side, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to turn them and I let it cook on medium high. Don't ever be in a big rush to cook, so let it take its time and don't let them cook too fast. And when they get brown on each side, I'm going to drain the oil, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my homemade gravy. Now I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and turn my patties here. I'm making Salisbury chicken, and they're ready to be turned. I use my wooden turner, and I also use a spatula. I go ahead and I turn the patties just like so. I have them down kind of low. I do not want to cook them too fast. I go ahead and turn them. Let them get nice and brown on this side. And then I'm going to come back and bring my gravy together. In the meantime, I'm cutting up my potatoes, getting ready to get them over in my onion. Be back shortly. Okay, I'm taking out my Salisbury chicken. Came out really good, and I'm gonna get ready to bring my gravy together. Came out really, really good. Salisbury chicken. I'm gonna smother it now in some nice red onion, white onion, and some scallops. And I'm going to bring you back and show you how I'm going to bring my gravy together. That's what they look like once they finish. You can really make you some nice chicken burgers as well. When you make your patties, if you don't want to just make Salisbury burgers, you can use this to make some very, very good chicken burgers. Just like a hamburger, but it'll be made with ground chicken. But I'm making Salisbury tonight. Chicken. Now I'm back. I have my onion here sauteing and 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to get ready to put my chicken stock over in my onion and my flour. I have 2 tablespoons of flour, heaping tablespoons. And I let that come to a nice saute. And now I'm going to go ahead and get ready to add my chicken stock. If you don't have chicken stock, you can use water to your gravy. Once I do that, I'm going to nestle my Salisbury chicken back down into the gravy and let it simmer. Okay, now I'm going to go in. I'm just going to, not going to measure my chicken stock because I know how much gravy I want. I'm just going to add in my chicken stock. And if your gravy is not as dark as you want it, go ahead and let that onion continue to cook until it gets as brown as you want it. If not, you can always keep you some browning seasoning. That's what I have. I have some browning seasoning, and I can add that to this to make it darker if I choose to. Okay, I'm stirring this just like so. I'll go ahead and turn it down. I'm going to add some more chicken stock because I really want quite a bit of gravy. I think that's enough chicken stock. Okay, now I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go ahead and nestle this nestle my chicken patties, Salisbury chicken, right over in this gravy, and let it continue to slowly simmer down on low. I'm going to come back and add some more red pepper flakes, and I'll check out my seasoning. If I need any more seasoning at that time, I'll add a little more seasoning. That's how I make my gravy. There you have it. I'm going to turn this down low and let it continue to do its thing. And over here, I'm going to go ahead and check on my potatoes. I have my potatoes cooking up here. They're cooking up really good. I have some red onion and white onion and garlic, dry garlic, onion powder, and some other seasoning. I'm just cooking up this potatoes because I didn't want to lose my potatoes, so I'll go ahead and cook them up, and they'll be ready when I'm getting ready to eat them. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and my dinner is all ready. Over here is my potatoes that I cooked up because I didn't want to lose them, and I smothered them down in onion and garlic, and they came out really good. Those are my potatoes there. They came out really good. I'm very pleased as to how they came out. Lots of onion, smothered in onion and garlic, and the seasoning that I like. And over here is my Salisbury chicken. It really came out really good as well. This is what it looked like when it's all finished. Salisbury chicken smothered in gravy. Salisbury chicken patties smothered in gravy. My gravy turned out really good. And I hope you guys check out this recipe and try some Salisbury chicken. Homemade. Came out really good. I like the consistency of my gravy. It's not too thin and it's not too thick. It's just right the way I want it. I didn't want it to be too thin and I didn't want it to be too thick. I'm going to have it over some rice and some mixed veggies on the side as well. And I also will probably eat some of that gravy over my potatoes as well. And right here is my two white sweet potatoes. These are Japanese, Chinese sweet potatoes. And they're so sweet. You can see where the sugar just oozed all out when I was baking them in the oven. Over here, you can see where the sugar just came out. They're so sweet. So everything came out really good. And I'm very pleased with where everything came out. Please give these recipes a try. Check out Cooking with Church Girl on YouTube. And subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And there you have it. Church Girl cooked up. Homemade Salisbury chicken smothered in gravy, onion gravy, and some smothered potatoes here. Those are red potatoes and one large Russell potato that I mixed with it. And I chopped up lots of onion, smothered in onion. And I also put in my Lipton onion soup mix as one of my staplers because I like the way that flavors my potatoes. And right here is two baked sweet potatoes. I always love baked sweet potatoes. There you have it. Cooking with Church Girl at the Ponderosa. Until next time, I'm going to bid you good evening. Please check out my YouTube at Cooking with Church Girl and subscribe, and I appreciate that very much. Cooking with Church Girl. Bye.